Hello everyone, I'm happy to be back with a new episode. Lately, I have been dedicating my time to my shop in Vienna and my atelier at home in Wienerwald, the Vienna Woods. I love to spend time at home, and I'm taking my sister's and her family's visit as a good excuse to refresh our guest area and to connect with the house after a vast time spent at work. In this episode, I will bring you a few stories. The first one is related to a 150-year-old cookbook. I am so delighted to bring it to you. Another part of this episode will bring you closer to a specific folk art, very distinct to the northern part of Romania. There is so much in the history, traditions, and personal interactions that connect the two countries that so far shaped my life, Romania and Austria. I am passionate about bringing out those connections. I find them captivating. This wonderful book is a gift from historian and Romanian language professor Adrian Savoiu. I mentioned him in some episodes. We also created a full episode together about 2 years ago. I received it about 1.5 years ago. Until 2 weeks ago, I didn't have the time to go through it. I wanted to dedicate my time and attention. And about 2 weeks ago, in my garden, I've started reading through the recipes. The first edition of this book was printed in 1874. What I'm holding here is the edition printed in 1907. And as an information, it's mentioned that it's a new edition, revised, enriched, and illustrated with more figures, meaning more drawings. Bună menageră, today we would say menageră, meaning the good housekeeper. Cookbook, practical, written by Ecaterina Colonel Steriad. And a little note here says, familia este temelia societății. Un bun menagiu recomandă o bună familie. The family is the foundation of the society. A good way of keeping the house recommends a good family. The address of the printing house is also mentioned, Calea Victoriei number 37. And this book is from 1907. Today is a rare book. You won't be able to find a digital version or individual recipes. That's why I find it so precious. The book cover is made out of leather. Each recipe is so beautifully written. The illustrations indeed are well detailed, very attractive. They invite you to discover more and more. And while looking through this book, I realized that I'm actually not so far from my homeland, Romania. I've been living in Vienna for over half of my lifetime, but of course, a part of my soul, of my heart, has remained there in Romania. I was born in Bucharest, and I think that many people that have come here to Vienna, to Austria, from all over Europe or beyond, feel the same. Vienna is a melting pot since hundreds of years due to the former imperial status, and it remained multicultural. It feels very natural to bring our own traditions here. Vienna is a place where people from a wide range of backgrounds come together, bringing with them their traditions, languages, and ways of life, creating a unique and multifaceted culture. The dynamic and ever-evolving nature of the city is shaped by a variety of influences. These influences have led to rich cultural diversity that is reflected in the city's various districts, culinary offerings, and its art and music scenes. Vienna has always been a magnet for people from different regions of Europe and beyond. The city has served as a hub for trade, a political and cultural crossroads, and a place where people sought refuge or found new opportunities. These historical and social factors have contributed to Vienna becoming a place where different cultures meet and intermingle without any single culture completely displacing the others. Instead, a dynamic blend emerges, one that makes the city truly unique. Looking on my table here, this traditional small table runner brings my soul closer to Romania. It's very similar to this Austrian tablecloth. And looking at those two, how they blend together, it's so beautiful and harmonious. They don't exclude each other, they complete each other. One of the factors is the relative proximity between the countries surrounding Austria today. A big part of the western side of Romania belongs to the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. So you can see all the influences here, and I love emerging into them. Coming back to the book, I'm eager to try so many recipes. I very much appreciate that they are also offering some recipe for vegetarians. I was so surprised when I saw it. I was also very surprised when I saw incredible many recipes with meat. Unfortunately, because I'm not a believer in eating meat, I'm not imposing to anyone becoming a vegetarian or a vegan. I don't eat meat since 2001, so many years. I love animals, but I also think that meat is not healthy, especially when we get older. Another aspect that surprised me or not is the amount of sugar, incredibly high amounts of sugar. And the good explanation is that over 100 years ago there were no cooling systems and good preservatives were sugar, salt, high quantities of eggs as well. In this economy, you don't feel like using 10-12 eggs for a recipe. It's also not healthy, but I found so many interesting recipes. For example, French breads, brioche. I will be trying them in the following weeks, months, years. And for today I chose I left the sign here. I chose torta de migdale. This is an almond torta. Last time I ate an almond torta was in Switzerland. I don't think it's the same product, but it reminds me of it. I will be using only half of the ingredients given. Otherwise, I will keep everything as it is in the recipe. Maybe I will be using some natural vanilla. It's not mentioned in the recipe. Otherwise, everything the same as it's written here. I found it so sweet. There is a little oil stain on this page, which means that one of the recipes here on this page has been prepared. There are 3 on this page. I also saw a pressed green leaf. I don't know what plant it is, but it makes everything so personal and intimate. So I went to the supermarket early in the morning. I wanted to get some farmers' eggs, but they sell packages of 10. I will be leaving in a couple of days from now, and I didn't want to get 10 eggs. Therefore, I bought everything from the supermarket. Now I'm inviting you in my kitchen. Let's go. I'm going to tie up my hair in one of my silk scrunchies. Here I am. There is a shopping bag, and I'll bring it here on the table. The rest is food for my cats. As I mentioned, I will be using half of the ingredients quantities For example, it's required 480 grams of almonds. I will be using 240 grams. Here I have 200 grams of grounded almonds. The recipe mentions that the grounding has to be manually. I won't be doing it because I don't have the right tools. And I also got those blanched almonds. I will be using 40 grams of those. I will be grinding them and combine everything. Butter is also required. I'm going to wash 1 lemon. And I will be using this scale. Place 180 grams of fresh butter on a large plate and mix it until it becomes fluffy. Clean 480 grams of almonds, grind them into a flour-like consistency, sprinkling them occasionally with water so they don't release their oil, then add them to the butter and mix for 15 minutes. Next, add 240 grams of sifted sugar, 4 whole eggs, the zest and juice of 1 lemon, and mix for 45 minutes. Then add 150 grams of sifted flour and beat well for another 15 minutes. Grease a baking pan with butter or lard, pour the mixture into it and place it into a low temperature oven to bake for half an hour. Once cooled, spread quince or apricot jelly over the top of the cake, and if you wish, you can glaze it. It's ready now to go into the form. I will sprinkle a bit of flour to make sure that it won't stick. The rain stopped. It has been raining through the night, morning until midday. It's a bit past 2 p.m. And the sun slowly comes up. The rain was a blessing. It has been so warm in the past days and weeks. I won't be sitting in the garden, although I so much wish to. I have a blanket, but still I might get wet. So I will be having my coffee inside. The almond torta is in the oven. I had it covered for 15 minutes with baking paper. Now the next 20 minutes it's going to bake uncovered. I usually do that on all my cakes. Each oven has its own personality, and it's somehow good that the exact temperature is not mentioned in the recipe. I placed it on 170 Celsius degrees. Let's see, I'm very curious. I'm also preparing the glaze. The glaze is optional. It's very simple. Dark chocolate. Another option is the quit or apricot jelly. I wanted so much to get the quit one, but in Austria it's not very popular. Very popular in Romania, and next time I will go there, I will bring some with me. I love quits. I found an apricot jam. It looks good, especially that it's mentioned lower quantities of sugar. Let's see. I guess I'll be having my torta in the evening. But now lunch very easy, the type of snack that I usually like to eat during the summer months. I grilled some paprika. I have so many paprika in the fridge. I didn't notice that I got so many. I will be having bread, some sweet cheese on top, slices of the grilled paprika, avocado, some drops of lemon juice, drops of olive oil, and a little bit of salt. The torta will be joined by a very good Austrian white wine. The bottle is already opened. It doesn't feel like a typical Monday, but I've been working through the weekend and this is my Sunday. I got a taste of sitting in my garden. In the previous episode, I told you that this summer is the first time sitting in the garden in 6 years since I moved here. I never found the time. Even through the pandemic, I've been working. I've been doing masks. It was such an uncertain time, but despite that, I wanted to continue to work, and I knew that that was possible from my profession. I've been sewing so many masks, and no time to sit in the garden, and it happened this summer. I have my food here. That's my lunch, my late lunch. Everything took a little bit longer, not preparing this plate at all. This plate took 10 minutes, but there are so many things around the house to do. I found some tomatoes in the fridge. I have fresh basil outside in the garden. Found some grapes. So that's my plate. That's the coffee. My book is next to me. I will be enjoying the snacks. I think it's a bit too much. I will have it later in the evening as well. I will be reading and then I will be working. I have some photos to edit, some fabrics to sort. I also got an interview from a journalist working for various publications in Romania. It's a well-detailed, comprehensive interview. I won't be having the time to go into detail, but I want to go through all the questions today. He gave me 1 week time, which is great. I will also prepare for tomorrow. I will be having a visit from Bianca. Bianca recently opened an Instagram page called Vienna with B. This project, her Instagram page, will bring to you, to us, places that she finds attractive, inspiring, interesting, and she also chose my shop. So she will be coming tomorrow to my shop to take some impressions, some photographs. Very soon I will check my wardrobe to see what I'll be wearing in case she wants to photograph me. On Saturday I finished an outfit and I would like her to wear it, that she can also have some photographs dressed in my designs. Plenty to do, but a break in the middle of the nature is so needed. The almond torta is in the fridge since 1 hour. The glaze needs many more hours, but I will soon bring it here on the table because the sun is slowly setting. It's going to be dark and I want to show you how it looks. The torta is delicate, it's very fragile, it breaks easily, it's crumbly. I'm going to research to understand why, if I can improve it next time, or maybe it is how it should be. Tomorrow I have a surprise for you. In this video, in a few minutes from now, I will be taking you to the Romanian Cultural Institute. I've made a reservation there. They have a very beautiful exhibition that is going to end very soon. The exhibition features a part of the Romanian heritage. It is a tradition loved and appreciated by millions in Romania and around the world. It's very specific to our country. I am honored that I have again the opportunity to bring you some glimpses, but more tomorrow. Now let's see how the torta looks and tastes. From this distance, it looks small, but it's not, and I'm happy that I used only half of the given ingredients. It feels a little magical knowing that I just baked a cake based on a recipe that was first published 150 years ago. Maybe the recipe itself is much older. Maybe we are making dishes without knowing when the recipes were coming together, but now knowing and reading out of the book, it feels so special, and I am a little bit emotional. I don't care about the taste. It looks good, it should taste good, but the fact that I had the time on a Monday to open the book, to go through the ingredients, to get them and to prepare them, it fills my heart with joy. I am ahead of the dinner time. Everything will be reversed. I will have a little bit of wine, I will have a slice of cake, and this will make for a very special Monday evening. This is how it looks inside. Now I'm curious about the taste. It's soft, it's moist. It's so good, it's so flavorful. I feel the lemon, the almonds, a delicate note also given by the eggs, and the chocolate glaze. As much as I saw in this cookbook, you can find recipes originated in France, Germany, this definitely somewhere in Austria or Switzerland. 151 years ago, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire was still existing, so that's definitely a recipe from either Switzerland or from the Empire. Welcome to my home, dear torta. I'm going to make it again and again for my friends, customers, my family. Cheers, my dears. I so much look forward to tomorrow. See you in a bit. I got a little bit nervous while approaching the shop. It still feels early. It's almost 11 o'clock. I went to sleep at past 2 a.m. I woke up at 3 to put on some wool socks. It felt so cold. I also grabbed a pullover. It feels like autumn. And when the alarm rang at 8 o'clock, it felt like a joke. It felt like somebody else's phone is ringing. It was so hard to get out of the bed. And coming to the shop here, I got stopped on the street by a team from the Austrian National Television, ORF. There was a lady interviewing and a cameraman. The camera was huge. And they asked me if I would have time to answer a question. My first instinct was to refuse. I actually told them, no, sorry, I don't have the time. And they said, please, it's just a question, just for a minute. I got intimidated by the camera. That was the real reason I didn't want to answer any question. But then it came to my mind the thought that I sometimes ask people that are not familiar with a video camera to answer a question or two, and they get so nervous. Most of the times I get refused. I know this intimidating feeling. Of course, it's easier to talk to you in front of my small camera. There is nobody around. I can take breaks. I'm usually having many takes that are cuts. I trust myself, but of course it's different when it comes to a television. But they were very, very kind, and I said yes. I will prepare now for my meeting. Bianca will arrive in 1 hour. I have here the outfit that I will be showing it to her. Maybe she wants to try it on. We'll be taking some photographs. She can choose anything she wants. And I also have to prepare myself. I will change during our meeting. I want to wear one of my blouses. I will also be changing again for the visit at the Romanian Cultural Institute. It's going to be a beautiful, creative day. Now I'll be making myself a coffee. I need a coffee. I changed. We are at the Romanian Cultural Institute in Vienna. I just stepped into their exhibition, Rome. It feels like you are stepping into a different world, a world of wonder, of mystery, craft, of nature, of life, skill, love, and life. Everything here is new to me. The exhibition is curated by Mrs. Mihaela Grigorean. She brought everything from Romania's Oaș country. I've never been there before. It is the first time to get in touch with the folk art specific for Oaș country. I just had a phone conversation with Mrs. Grigorean. She's going to guide me from the distance through the exhibition to get closer to the idea behind, to understand, to discover these magical objects, the people and their stories. Let's begin. Behind the shirts, storytelling sown with longing for home. The exhibition's curator is Dr. Mihaela Grigorean, ethnographer and scientific researcher at the Satu Mare County Museum. The project's purpose is to promote and highlight the Romanian traditional costume as an identity symbol and an expression of Romania's cultural diversity through an interactive and transdisciplinary exhibition aimed at reconnecting the general public, especially the Romanians living in the diaspora, with their roots. Types of exhibits. The exhibition will showcase photographs, ethnographic objects specific to the traditional textile industry, and several representative costumes or pieces from the traditional attire of Oaș country from the curator's personal collection. This will be presented in a confessional dialogue that weaves together the story behind the symbols and decorative motifs sewn into the white fabric of Oaș life. Visitors will discover and interpret the meanings with a complex installation that links imagery, tradition, and archaic order in a journey that reenacts a forgotten ritual. Seed, thread, cloth, embroidery, emotions, sacred time, cosmos, nature, ancestry, the path to self. Concept and general description of the exhibition. The exhibition conveys, through the power of documentary imagery and the stories of ethnographic objects, the reference points that define the worldview shaped by the cultural and spiritual values of Țara Oașului, Oaș country. A unique ethnographic region in northwestern Romania. This region has been significantly marked in recent decades by massive migration abroad, which has led to a dynamic reconfiguration of identity. Crossroads on the journey of memory, the invisible threads weaving Oași's story. A distinctive feature of Țara Oașului is the preservation of various cultural elements, some still alive today but not always in their original form. This includes traditional clothing, vocal and instrumental music, as well as unique traits of the local dialect and indigenous architecture. Many who studied or referenced the region in the past century emphasized its originality. Țara Oașului, Oaș country, stands as one of the most original, rich, valuable and specific ethnographic areas, yet perfectly integrated into Romanian folk culture. The exhibition narrative integrates and connects folk art, photography, music, performance, transdisciplinary installation, and storytelling, creative domains that craft the traveling exploration into memory. This becomes the premise of an incipient process in Oaș country, reconsidering identity elements that give meaning to a tangible and intangible heritage, suspended in the wake of estrangement, but recoverable through assumption, awareness, and gradual appreciation. With the experience of distancing from traditional culture by leaving rural communities for urban life at home or abroad, uprooting has often coincided with the erasure of local cultural markers. The exhibition includes various pieces of traditional costume worn during holidays, rituals, and daily life, with a special focus on the shirt, all part of a personal collection and displayed publicly for the first time. It's not only the strong aesthetic impact, but it's also the smell of the fabrics, the dyes, the wool, the tools. The exhibition is very detailed, deep, informative, thoughtful, rich, and creative. Each and every object, big, small, or tiny, is whispering to you to get closer, to know its story. It's a fascinating experience, and this is just the beginning. I won't stop here. I'm going to get deeper into the folk art that Romania is so rich about. Each and every region has its own identity, and what we've seen here from Oaș country brings this magic that I'm so drawn to. I thank the Romanian Cultural Institute for hosting such magic, for allowing me to film, to bring you glimpses from their exhibition. I also thank Mrs. Mihaela Grigorean for offering all the information. Everything came together so beautiful, and I'm grateful for it. Next day, I'm in my garden. It feels so cold for this time of the year. It's July, and last night we had plus 6 Celsius degrees. I'm wearing a long cardigan and I'm still feeling cold. But to be honest, I prefer this weather because tomorrow I will be having a long trip of 6-7 hours. We had such warm weather of over plus 40 Celsius degrees, and it's very unpleasant to travel, to walk, to work. So I find it as a blessing to have it so cold now. Nature is happy, is green, the air is fresh. My dears, thank you for having watched this episode or any other episode on my channel. I feel your energy, your presence. If you haven't subscribed yet and you wish to spend some time together with me, Patricia, but also together with some of my friends, my colleagues, people that I meet, please do subscribe. It will make me very happy. It will give me a boost of energy and motivation, and I promise that you'll get some moments of relaxation, inspiration, information, and an overall good feeling. That's the purpose of my channel. Everything here on my channel is real, is authentic. You see behind me some mattresses. I had to take them out to give them some fresh air because my sister will be visiting. I also washed the curtains. I will be hanging them later. There is so much to do today. I still have to pack. I will be staying 10 days in Romania. I bought my ticket very spontaneous. I wish to spend some time together with my mother. I will have to wake up very early in the morning, but I will be starting the next episode right here, right now, because I wish to take you with me to show you everything that I will be visiting. Take care of yourselves, of your dear ones. I kiss you. I hug you. Bye.